Thank you so much, everyone. I know you said we're not supposed to be humbled, but I certainly am by my company here today. So I'm really excited to continue to get to know everyone at dinner and through the rest of these presentations. Hi, everyone. My name is Meehan Lenzen. I graduated in 2011 with a degree in environmental geosciences. I also think I had a minor, but I'll be honest with you, I don't remember what it was. So I'm going to go look that up after this. Since then, I've built a career in aerospace manufacturing and supply chain management. And in parallel, I've kind of been developing a passion for STEM education. So that's really what I'm here to talk to you about today. So just before we get to that, sorry. I work for GE Aviation. So we make the world's most powerful and efficient aircraft engines. GE is a company that's really been built on technical innovation. And I firmly believe that in order for innovation to continue to thrive, we must actively and proactively promote diversity. There are so many facets of diversity, but I've spent the last 9 years kind of leading an effort aimed specifically to improve gender representation in science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM fields. So how do we go about making a difference in that space? So studies on STEM education and achievement have really given us two factors that increase interest in pursuing STEM careers. The first is early exposure to STEM education, and the second is growing up with one or more parents in STEM. That first factor is what led us to target a middle school age group. We believe it's really important to spark an interest before you go to high school, and high school is when students are making some of those critical class choices that will, inform their readiness for or really, spark an interest in STEM majors in college. That second factor, when you look at the data, it actually shows a stronger correlation in girls than in boys, meaning that, the impact of mentors and role models may be even more important for young girls. So when we're looking at this, right, on one side, we could, as women working in STEM, go have a bunch of babies, or maybe something a little bit different, and that's what I'm here to talk about. That second factor, right? So our civil rights activist, Marian Wright Edelman, she was the founder of the Children's Defense Fund. She alluded to this phenomenon around the impact of mentors and role models by saying, it's hard to be what you cannot see. So GE founded what we call the GE Girls program to give more girls the opportunity to actually see women like them working in STEM. And we believe that facilitating interactions with career role models is one of the best ways to pave the way for better gender representation in technical fields in college and eventually in the workplace. So what is GE Girls? So GE Girls is a series of week-long summer camps where students engage in a variety of STEM activities and workshops that are all designed and taught by women who are actively working in STEM at GE. So I lead our camp at Notre Dame, and every summer about 40 middle school students from the South Bend community come to Notre Dame's campus for a week. We perform experiments, we do STEM challenges, and learn about the contributions of women who have been working in STEM throughout history. We use the facilities at Stinson-Remick Hall, and we are in collaboration with several of the faculty here as well. The camp is completely free for students, and we work with the South Bend Community School Corporation in order to provide free busing from their homes, as well as meals and stuff throughout the week. To date, over 300 girls representing all 7 middle schools in the South Bend community have attended GE Girls at Notre Dame, including several who have returned to camp as junior counselors to further develop their leadership skills once they start high school. And in the 9 years that we've had camp, the girls have done everything from building solar ovens, which is over on the left, to extracting DNA from strawberries, which is in the middle. What she's holding there is actually DNA. That's really cool. And building prosthetic legs out of household materials. So during the pandemic, we actually moved to a remote camp. We hand-delivered supplies to each girl's doorstep in town, and then we tweaked the workshops so they could be taught over Google Classroom and then performed at home. So our goal is to inspire confidence, encourage creative problem solving, and provide career role models through STEM education. At the beginning and the end of each camp, we do something where we ask the girls what STEM means to them. So at the beginning of camp, the answers are pretty standard, right? Some know the acronym, some don't. But at the end of camp, after a week, when we ask the girls, what does STEM mean to you? The girls write instead about, the new friends they've made, the careers they've learned about and are now excited to pursue, and the technology they're excited about, and most frequently, the confidence that they've gained. Just like in the real world, right, our experiments don't always go to plan. It's in those moments of struggle during maybe a failed experiment or a misstep where the girls try something different or they go back and start over again only to succeed or create something different and cool. It's in those moments where we see the confidence grow and that value of perseverance take hold. It's in those moments that I realize that GE Girls is not just opening doors that they may not have even known about. It's building confidence for whatever path they might choose. So since 2012, GE has started over 20 of these camps internationally in partnership with various universities, but our camp at the University of Notre Dame is really unique. And I'm not just saying that, obviously, because of the room that I'm in. This camp is the only camp that is and was fully founded, funded, and led by female employees at GE who are also alumni of the affiliated university. It's the only camp that's not located on a GE site or within a few miles of a GE facility. So what that means is our camp is made possible by Notre Dame alumni at GE who are willing to travel back to campus every summer to bring STEM education to those 40 middle school girls. GE Girls at Notre Dame exists because of the strength and the value of the Notre Dame alumni community. GE Girls at Notre Dame exists because we want every middle school girl to know that she can be a scientist or an engineer and she has a place in STEM if she so chooses. I believe that feeling like you belong makes you feel safe. And if you feel safe, you take risks, you speak up, you challenge the status quo, and then eventually you innovate. We're fighting for that next generation of female innovators. May they never doubt their place in our midst. Thank you.